Look in the mirror, don't know what to say, but I'm happy the man I is.
Goddamn, we're back at it. And the late Aaliyah and the Weeknd are teaming up for a track called Poison. Man, Aaliyah, man, I can only imagine her making music. I think her 37th birthday passed this year. I think she would have been somewhere around late 30s, early 40s, and just like, man, the music she created when she was so young, going multiple platinums in a week back in there, when releasing CDs back then. And just like, man, just some of the hits she had when she was just so young, created hits, bangers after bangers, and her tragic death, just like, oh man. And we're getting new music. It just, we got some songs, some verses locked in a vault somewhere, and we're getting a song featuring The Weeknd. Of course, you know The Weeknd, absolutely solid artist for the last decade or so. After Hours last year is my personal favorite from 2020. I can say that the best album of 2020 is continuing to release music. There's a couple singles here, a lot of feature verses. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does in 2022. He's probably has something in store for 2022. The way he been releasing some things, little snippets here and there. But it's gonna be interesting to see. So without further ado, Aaliyah featuring The Weeknd, Poison.
How can I explain myself to you? Giving my heart, my joy, my soul to you. If it is real, have enough. My heart won't take no more. I feel it's time for me to take a stand. I'm a text inside my voice and take this feeling.
Before The Weeknd does his thing, man, Aaliyah's voice, man, just so beautiful. Her voice is just so beautiful, so elegant, so magnificent. And like when she passed away, I was about 4 years old at the time. And even at the time, like, hearing her voice back then was just like so magical, just magnificent. You know, when you're that young, you don't truly accept the things and digest the things, especially you get older now, and then you look back on it. I remember a couple months ago, I listened to like one of her original first albums, and just like, man, can you imagine the songs she could be making right now? Just the plethora of music that could have been going crazy right now. Just like, oh man, why the best could take it away from us, man? Why the best keep taking it away from us? If you want more content, become a Patreon member. Get access to Spotify playlists, full reaction reviews with no cuts, and more exclusive content. Click the link down below in the description. Become a Patreon member today. Now, let's hop back in the video.
You're so cold, I can see your breath, I swear. Doing where it went wrong. You were my poison all along.
Midnight and tears and pain, searching my heart for what went wrong.
Oh, why they had to add The Weeknd with the background vocals, man? With the background ad-libs, man. Now, if y'all watched any of my previous The Weeknd vocals, when he add his vocals in the background, the subtle hums, the subtle whoos in the background, it's just so perfect, man. Why they had to add that? Why they gotta do? Why they gotta do that to me, man? Why they gotta do that to me?
Things I feel the danger, and now it's been flushed down the drain. I was still will say as friends all day.
This feeling, there's no drug that can come back. They told me not to fall in love.
Yeah.
Baby girl, poison the light.
Oh my god. And that's Poison by Aaliyah featuring The Weeknd. Man, absolutely beautiful, magnificent track. Hearing Aaliyah's vocals is just, like I said earlier in the video, it's just so beautiful, so perfect. Her voice is just, it's just so good. And having The Weeknd just to support her vocals and added his vocals in the background, just play as she's singing it, it's just like, oh, perfect. Whoever brought them together, whoever got The Weeknd on this track, I salute you. Gave it this magical, beautiful track. It makes me think, how many verses, how many songs, how many Lucy's is locked in a vault, locked in a hard drive, on hard drives deep somewhere collecting dust, and it's just like maybe we should bring out a song or two every now and again from Aaliyah. We get a lot of bad rap for Prometheus albums now, for XXXTentacion, the Juice WRLD a couple weeks ago on his album. It's just like sometimes it's hit or miss, especially usually the first like Prometheus album that comes out shortly after the death is usually good, but it's like after that where it's just like going down here in quality. So it's always good. I think we should get definitely like solo tracks here and there instead of getting the whole collective albums, because it's the whole thing about the artists and what they would have done, etc., etc. So that's a whole different conversation. But I hope we get more Aaliyah versus Aaliyah songs that's locked in the vault, locked in the hard drive somewhere, and just have other artists to come support them, get to shine the light on her, because what she brought to the world in their short period of time. And like I said earlier, it's going to be interesting to see what The Weeknd does in 2022. He's going to release another album, remains to be seen. Talented artist, one of the top artists in the last decade or so. So I'm excited to see what The Weeknd does in 2022. So when it comes to Aaliyah, The Weeknd, Poison, thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this always coming soon. So please subscribe. Maybe we get more Aaliyah songs in the future. I don't know. Remains to be seen. See you next video. Peace.